Have you ever tried planting a seed? Maybe a sunflower seed, a bean, or even a tiny tomato seed. You put it in the soil, water it, wait, and wow, a little sprout pops out. But imagine if the whole world didn't know how to grow food yet. What would everyone eat? That's where today's hero comes in, Triptolemus. He had a magical flying chariot and a super important mission to teach humans how to farm. Triptolemus isn't as famous as Zeus with his thunderbolts or Athena with her owl wisdom, but he had one of the coolest jobs ever. He was a young prince from the city of Eleusis in Greece. One day, the goddess Demeter, the goddess of the harvest and farming, chose him for a special mission. She gave him a flying chariot pulled by dragons. Yep, dragons. Not scary, fire-breathing ones, but magical winged ones. His job? Fly across the world teaching people how to plant seeds, grow crops, and make bread. Without him, humans might still be running around hungry, not knowing how to grow wheat or corn. So while he didn't fight monsters or throw lightning, Triptolemus was a hero of food. And honestly, what's cooler than saving the world by feeding it? Long ago, Demeter was heartbroken. Her daughter Persephone had been taken to the underworld by Hades. While Demeter searched for her, the earth grew dry and empty. No crops grew, no fruit ripened. People were starving. When Persephone finally came back for part of the year, Demeter wanted to make sure humans would never go hungry again. She chose Triptolemus, a kind and clever prince, to spread the knowledge of farming. She gave him seeds of barley and wheat and his magical dragon-pulled chariot. Off he went, flying from country to country. He landed in fields, taught families how to plow the land, plant seeds, water them, and wait for golden crops to grow. And thanks to Triptolemus, people all over the world learned how to farm, bake bread, and share food with one another. Think about your own meals. Breakfast cereal, a sandwich, maybe rice or noodles. All of it comes from seeds, plants, and farms. Just like kids today learn to read and do math. In ancient times, people had to learn how to farm. Triptolemus was like the ultimate teacher, except instead of math homework, he taught everyone how to eat. So what's the real science behind this myth? Plants grow through something called photosynthesis, a big word that means they use sunlight, water, and air to make their own food. Seeds store tiny baby plants inside. When you plant them in soil, they wake up, drink water, stretch toward the sun, and grow. Farming was actually one of the biggest changes in human history. Before farming, people had to hunt animals or gather wild plants. But once farming started, humans could stay in one place, build villages, and share food. Scientists call this the agricultural revolution, and it began about 10,000 years ago. So Triptolemus' myth is really about the discovery of farming, a true superpower that changed the world. Now let's imagine the future. Triptolemus taught people how to farm on Earth. But what about space? Scientists are already working on growing plants on the International Space Station. Astronauts have eaten space-grown lettuce and even chili peppers. Future explorers might farm on Mars using special greenhouses. Maybe someday there will be a new Triptolemus, a space farmer who teaches humans how to grow food on other planets. Imagine crunchy Martian carrots or lunar lettuce. Just like in the myth, food will always be the key to survival, whether on Earth, Mars, or beyond. So today we met Triptolemus, the dragon chariot riding teacher of farming. Thanks to him, and to real farmers and scientists, humans learned one of the most important lessons ever: how to grow food. Next time you bite into bread or crunch an apple, think about the seeds, the farmers, and maybe even Triptolemus flying above, cheering us on. That's all for today's Myth Meets Science. See you next time. And don't forget, even the tiniest seed can grow into something amazing.